I was at Cleansing Stream. And that's one thing it's good at, creating that environment for God. And I remember it wasn't common for me to do. It just may not be for you. But as people started worshiping God, I saw people that was standing. I saw people that was sitting. I saw people that was kneeling. I saw people that was kind of sprawled out and just submitting to God. And one time there wasn't a lot of major things going on in my life, but it was some things I wanted to deal with. I wanted a deeper relationship with God. And I remember getting on my knees before God in front of people and submitting to God. And I felt God's vision. And I looked up and I saw myself robed in white, running to God. And then all of a sudden, I stepped in a mud puddle. When I stepped in this mud puddle, I was covered from head to toe in mud. Now this is my vision. And then I got to looking at the mud. It was all over me, from fingertips all over. Head down to my feet. And God began to show me, because He knew what I was wrestling with. And this is what I was wrestling with real quick. I was wrestling with, how can I love you like that gangster loves you, that you've delivered from so much? The drugs and the alcohol, and here I didn't have peace, and I was angry, and I did this and I did that, but it wasn't nothing like that guy did. And you say, Tim, how can I love you like He loves you? I want to love you like He loves you. And God began to show me in the vision that the mud represented the sin that I kept looking at. Not that God didn't forgive it, but I kept on looking at it, and I made myself feel like mud. And then I saw 2 feet standing in front of me that had holes in it, that was clean, golden, if you will. And I looked up and I saw Jesus Christ in a robe of white, didn't have a speck of mud on him. And when I took His hand, from the hand that I took, the mud started going away until my robe was white again and spot free. And God showed me that He is no more saved than I am. He is no more saved than I am. And I needed to understand that, because I began to compare my salvation. But it wasn't until I was willing to submit to God, it wasn't until I purposed to get into the presence of God and started seeing. I started looking, I started listening, and I started learning. Stand with me if you will. Let's enter His presence. What I want you to do, I just want you to bow your heads right now. I want you to bow your heads right now, and I want you to ask yourself, what is this message telling me today? Isaac talked about some mud in his life. I felt like I've been in mud battles all my life. I felt that people's been slinging mud at me. I feel like maybe I've put the mud there. What's this message saying to me? Is God trying to speak to me? Can I create an environment to hear Him? Just close your eyes. Sing the song if you know it while your heads are bowed. The altar's open for your need.